Why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Christopher A. Brown. I'm here in Isla Vista, May 5th, 2018, with David Williams and others at a peace festival. I brought an understanding about the Constitution of America, which utilizes profound First Nations laws, the First Amendment and the Ninth Amendment. And then Article 5, which comes actually from other indigenous people across the Atlantic, the Druids in England, who forced the king and the barons to the negotiation table for a peace treaty called the Magna Carta. And Article 5 is basically Clause 61 of the Magna Carta. It's modified, that makes the states into barons and the king into the federal government, where the barons, the states, can amend the Constitution when 3/4 of them are ratifying to amend without the authority of Congress or the court. The idea is that the First Amendment, freedom of speech, has a purpose, a very defined purpose. And the purpose is to, one, the biological purpose is to assure that information vital to survival is shared and understood. And the lawful purpose in America is to enable the unity in the people to alter or abolish government which is destructive to unalienable rights. We have a situation since 1871 where basically the empire has infiltrated the U.S. government, and it is no longer serving the people. In fact, it's conducting war on the people and war on the earth. So it is time for the people to utilize the purpose of free speech. Now, the indigenous people, the First Americans people, First Nations people, had this doctrine that was called the greater meaning of free speech. And it comes from the practice of free speech between people. And from the practice can come an understanding. And from the understanding can come forgiveness, tolerance, acceptance, respect, trust, friendship, and love, protecting life and liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Therein we see that the Declaration of Independence only includes 30% of that. Why? Well, because the framers were competing with the Tories, and the Tories were paying people in gold to oppose them and to limit the veracity, philosophically, spiritually, of the agreements that were contained in the Declaration of Independence. And so they managed to remove 70% of that doctrine. They left out forgiveness, tolerance, acceptance, respect, trust, friendship, and love, and retained only life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, which are unalienable rights. They are also retained rights under the Ninth Amendment, which comes from the First Nation people as the reserved rights doctrine. And the Ninth Amendment is not known by most people. It's the most important right we have. It basically assures our societal adaptation, and it is certain rights enumerated in the Constitution shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. So we have a retained right to peace, and within peace we can actually protect the vital elements of air and water. And if we're conducting war, we're not thinking about air and water. So peace is vital to our Mother Earth and our survival on this planet. Thank you very much.
Very good.